Hello, I think I have a cold. I can barely hear myself, so if I sound very strange, that's why. Hello. So really good news. Last week we hit 10,000 subscribers. Hooray! Woohoo! Numbers and views aren't important, but it's the fact that these things keep growing and people care and people are watching. So it's given me a big boost. I'm feeling very happy. And I can't hear. Seriously, my left ear is completely gone. Wow. So yeah, that's been really exciting. Right, so on to the next exciting thing. So this week I was in London and I purchased a few art stuff. More stuff to add to my collection. So I popped into Morrison's to get something to eat, and then in the reduced section I noticed these. So they're Crayola felt tip pens. They're both exactly the same, they've just got different packaging. And the packaging was a bit damaged, but all the pens are okay, so I got them. And it's great because I saved about £4 or £5. So they're just typical markers that children use. I would like to do a 3-marker challenge. It is on my to-do list. I think they're more for making marks than colouring large surface areas, and they probably won't blend together very well. Either way, I'm going to have a go at these and use these for some sort of project. I was saying to somebody else this week that yes, some materials are better quality than others, but you don't necessarily have to have the most best high quality-ish materials in order to do good work. It's more about the person rather than the mediums. It's the same with videos and cameras. The most talented filmmaker may just be someone that films something on their iPhone. Come on, get up to date. So the Copic, I don't know what that is, markers are on my wish list, but I think I need to master using things like this first. I would like to pop into Hobbycraft and buy some smaller canvases like this size to do some sky paintings, things like that, but I am nowhere near Hobbycraft at this moment in time. So when I was in Cassart yesterday, I saw these. These were the smallest canvases they had. So still quite big, same size as my head, but I'm going to have a go with these and see how I get on. For night sky paintings, I think the way I paint, the smaller the canvas, the better. I don't think I'm ready to do massive, ginormous sky paintings. But yeah, these were a bit more expensive than Hobbycraft. They were about £4.25 each. But hopefully they'll get me out of trouble for a bit. And lastly, I bought some more acrylic paints, because although I have some acrylic paints, I'm low on certain colours, so having a backup is really good. It's so frustrating when you're in the middle of a painting and you run out of paint, or you know you won't have enough to complete what you're doing. I love this set in particular because all the colours are quite bright. Some paint sets are very earthy. So out of curiosity, this is my big box of acrylic paints. There is some cheap acrylic paint in here, that gets me out of trouble. It's good for doing backgrounds with cheap colours because you don't see them in the end. But yes, I did need some more, so I'm gonna get these in here somehow. It's weird because I thought by now I would be doing bigger paintings or working with oils and working bigger, but no, I seem to be sticking to pencils and acrylic paints. I am so nervous to working with oils, I guess I'm sort of procrastinating. What I am finding is, in terms of YouTube videos, YouTube formats, and as a content creator, I find that paintings seem to look better, especially with the time-lapse format. When I do pencil drawings, there's just so much effort for such a small piece of work, whereas paintings seem to be more exciting and more in your face. So I'm not sure what to do. I've done about 15 videos so far, and what I'm trying to do is to do different things, to find what I'm good at and find what works. So we're still in the early stages of this channel. I'll get there. Okay, I think I've been babbling too much. I hope my babbles have made sense. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see you soon, everyone.